Sinclair, AutomatedBuildings.com. We're here at Haystack in Colorado Springs. And I'm a special agent for Control Trends. And I'm interviewing a longtime friend, Jack McGowan, who has just written a book. So I'm going to ask him a few questions about his book. He just gave a great keynote at Haystack. Everybody was watching and listening closely. Also, I want to mention that Jack McGowan is one of our very early contributing editors and has a tremendous amount of information on our site. Now, you've written a book, Jack.
Yes,
Several.
Ken, I've written a book.
Good. Tell us all about it.
This is number 6.
Number 6, yeah.
Energy and analytics, big data, and building technology integration, and it's really talking about leveraging all the intelligence in the building, but also all the intelligence in the integrator community to drive value for customers and to drive opportunity for more business.
When can we get it?
It'll be out in the 1st of August. The Fairmont Press is the publisher, and anyone who wants to get a pre-order form can get one through AutomatedBuildings.com. I'll have Ken have it online.
And also, we're going to have an interview online this month, I understand?
Yes.
On Automated Buildings, with links to how to purchase.
Yep.
And is there anybody here at Haystack who helped contribute with you on that book?
Besides you?
Yes.
Ken Sinclair actually wrote, I actually took a novel approach. I decided to have a foreword to the entire book from John Petsy, and then I had asked Ken to do the foreword to the technology section. The underlying enabling technology for analytics is really building automation and all the technologies we've been dealing with BACnet and middleware and so forth. So Ken wrote the foreword to that section of the book, and Jim Lee from Symmetrics wrote the foreword to the case study section, which has some really exciting case studies from places like Envision Charlotte and Microsoft 88 Acres.
So somewhat the book is a sequel of the Haystack event and your many years of experience.
And also tying back into your interest in attracting youth to the industry and helping to train people up on all the technologies that have come before.
Great. At Haystack here, I was extremely pleased to see a lot of folks from the industry. That it's been a long time, and we're all in this self-learning mode yet again, trying to understand what's going on. What was your take? And I was really pleased to see you. You missed the last Haystack, but you were here at this one. What did you see? What were your experiences?
Well, it's exciting. On one hand, it's Old Home Week. I'm getting together and seeing folks like Eric Stromquist that I haven't seen in a while. But what's beyond that is really exciting. You know, I've made the mistake perhaps or had the passion to write about what's happening in our industry for years. And I remember about 18 or 20 years ago writing an article about this whole notion of building simulations and how it would be to be able to use computers to figure out what's going wrong and what's going right in buildings. And when I wrote that, the only people that were doing it were IBM, and they were wheeling a mini computer into a building and stringing out miles of cable to temporary sensors all over the building, and it was so cost prohibitive that nobody ever did it again. Think about what's happening now. You've got the convergence that we've been talking about with IT and building automation and network connectivity, coupled with this exciting development in data tagging and semantic modeling, and bringing us all this opportunity. We just saw a demo that was geekdom at its height, but was pretty amazing. We could never in a million years have imagined having people linking up systems from multiple different manufacturers in multiple different buildings at multiple different levels of architecture, and capturing not only data from those, but capturing useful information that help run the building better. So I think this is really the next frontier, and I'm really happy to be here.
Okay, I've been on a crusade to try and get some new folks into the industry because incredible people like Jack are leaving the industry. And I've been trying to understand how to do that. Been struggling with it. I've got some young people helping me. What are your thoughts? How do we get these young minds into the industry?
Well, you know, the best example I have seen is that when they did a poll at Haystack yesterday and they asked how many people were under 40, almost half the room raised their hand.
That was great.
So I think...
Yay, Haystack.
Yeah. I think the technology that's sort of attracting, we have people that have grown up with an umbilical cord to their iPod and their iPad and all their other technology devices. So the more exciting this industry becomes because it's leveraging that technology, and then the more we as a community educate those folks. That was part of when Ken wrote the foreword for that section, the technology section in my book. He really highlighted the fact that this is an opportunity to extract value. You know, in the old days, we had major manufacturers who used to train the young folks coming into the industry. That doesn't exist anymore. So books like mine, events like Haystack, that's how we get people educated to the industry as a whole. And again, leveraging the technology so that it becomes, shall we say, sexy, is the way to go. Super.
The other thing, I made a jab in my presentation yesterday about some of the folks sort of not sharing their gained asset information with the industry, and certainly you have done that right from the beginning through articles in almost every magazine, and you know, so that is great. I think that's a lineage, a resource that's being left to these folks that they can actually get at through URLs, through reading the book online. So I think we need to connect old assets, be careful how I say that, and wisdom with the young folks. Beep, beep, that's all.